And we're live. So, hello YouTube, Scamp the Wolf here with another video for your viewing pleasure. And yesterday I had a massive CD and DVD pickup video from Book Off, which is a store I usually go to. So, yeah, this is going to be a long video, so buckle your seatbelts in and all that good stuff. So, um, I have here 10 DVDs and I have 15 CDs. One of them is actually not from Book Off. One of them I just randomly found. I just found out that my brother gave to me. I saw it. I was like, "Oh, hey, look! I didn't notice this." It was just because he had it, and then he just decided to give it to me. So whatever, right? So anyway, we're gonna start with the DVDs because I have 10 DVDs. Whichever is the least amount, I usually start with first. So I'm going to start with what I have in terms of DVDs. So first up, Born Legacy. Comes in a nice slipcover. I'm going to show everything here. There, Born Legacy. This is pretty nice. I'll show, I didn't show the inside of it. There we go. And I'll just make sure that I showed everything. Yep. That's the Born Legacy. I don't know where to put this. Yeah, I'll just put it down here for now. Next up, a movie called Breach. In here. This is a widescreen, obviously, because I usually get the widescreen versions. I forgot to these like little tabs. I forgot to take them off, so I'm gonna do that right now. Actually, it's very easy because the Angry Video Game Nerd said these are pointless. So there you go. Now it's off. I love the Angry Video Game Nerd and his It's Bullshit series. So there you go. That's the disc. There's a booklet for HD DVD in here. This is a nice collectible for HD DVD enthusiasts. Like, I might get an HD DVD. Like, maybe some of the titles it shows here on this. Like, I have Born Supremacy on DVD, so that could be interesting. Miami Vice I could get. King Kong I have on DVD. The Mummy I do want. And it shows what HD DVD does. It's basically the same as Blu-ray. Only it didn't last because, I don't know. Oops, I dropped that. And also, it shows that the sticker is still on it, apparently, the top sticker. So I'm going to take that off at some point. Not now, obviously. But, yeah, so that's Breach. Next up, the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Very good. I actually remember seeing this film back in '05 or whatever. Like, it was at the big Newport Theater. With a church group. And I just remember, I just have some nostalgia for this film. Again, I forgot to take the tabs off, and that's pointless freaking tabs. Let me just pull those off. Good tip. Here's a tip. If you own a DVD and you see these tabs, it would be best to take them off because they're pointless. They do, like the DVD here. I know I'm going to spoil the contents, but the DVD opens perfectly fine and closes perfectly fine without them. Like that. So what's the point of having little tabs there to like close it better, whatever. So anyway, on to I think I already showed everything, but just in case I forget, let's do it again, and then I'll show the disc and stuff. Scene selection, and in the back it has like the bonus features and all that good stuff right there. And then this little booklet here that has Disney releases from back when. You know, I'll just show all this because there's some interesting stuff in here. This Narnia thing. Got some C.S. Lewis books. Of course, this is based off C.S. Lewis. Glory Road, an advertisement for Glory Road is in there. Coming soon to Disney DVD. I don't have any intention on picking that up. So whatever. Of course, Lady and the Tramp. Of course, I have Lady and the Tramp on many different formats. If you haven't seen the video where I show all my copies of this movie and Lady and the Tramp 2, definitely go check that out. And Pringles Prince. I do remember eating Pringles Prince back when. It's the joke? It says what's the shape of a Pringles container, cylindrical. That's the joke or whatever, or the fun fact on it. Pringles Prince. I do remember having these back when they came out. Yeah, I don't know how it ties into Narnia, but whatever. Fly your littlest jet setters to London, Virgin Atlantic. I don't even know what this is all about. So, and the Cheetah Girls. I have no interest in the Cheetah Girls. Who cares? And Chicken Little. I don't have any interest in Chicken Little. Although I did see it back in when it came out. And now that I'm an adult, I can acknowledge Chicken Little's not great at all. But this is a good collector's item that came with it. So it's nice when I get like booklets of stuff. So that's Narnia. Next up, I did want this film. I've seen it everywhere, and I never got it until now. I have Ghost Rider here, Nick Cage, and Eva Mendes. Since this is a Marvel property, I wonder how this will tie into the MCU. Kind of like Blade and their other more obscure, like the Punisher or like Elektra, or if they do tie into the MCU, I don't know. Ghost Rider might, but it is a Sony property. So this here, it's Marvel and Columbia Pictures. The Columbia Pictures logo. Probably their best logo to me, I think. But that's beside the point. I'm just showing off Ghost Rider. Unfortunately, there's no booklets or anything, so nothing surprising here. Next up, we have the Green Hornet. Another. No, this isn't a Marvel property. I thought it was. But I did see this film when it came out. I thought it was good enough, I guess. There's probably not people that liked it that much, but it's fine. Trying to see if I can get the spine to show up. Oh well. And there's the back of it. And here's the disc, and here's the paper about some magazine. And somebody with a chance of meatballs thing. And then it says all those are on Blu-ray 3D. And fun fact, open season, the movie was in IMAX, played in IMAX theaters. So did Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Monster House didn't, I don't think. I don't know what this says. This FIFA World Cup film 3D. I didn't know that even existed. So whatever. I might get open season on DVD because I do remember seeing that film, and I also remember seeing Monster House, but I'm not big on Monster House really. So that's the Green Hornet. Next up is a real treat here. Found this for $5. The Incredibles 2. Now, I do like the Incredibles trilogy, and on a tangent note, I did feel like I wanted to buy some Pixar stuff because I kind of feel bad for what Pixar is doing right now to their movies. So, because of Turning Red being pushed to streaming, not actual movie theater, but I already ranted about that. But so I wanted to look for some Pixar films, and I found this for $5. Incredibles 2. So this is a nice little treat here. And inside of it looks like in the movie code thing, and like what they usually have in their um, in the modern DVD releases. They usually have something about the movie club and stuff, movie rewards. Here, this little code here that you have to type in. Nobody's going to use, quite frankly. This, oh shoot! One of the papers fell in here. Like, has anyone ever like typed this code in? Like, I know this isn't to redeem the movie or anything. I think it's just for super rewards. But if it is for like a exclusive, has anybody ever done that to like maybe pre Disney Plus? But I don't know if ever with this like. And no, I don't think this is to redeem the movie. It's just for rewards or something. I don't know. I have no idea. So it just says here, get rewarded, sign in on Disney Movie Rewards, choose rewards or whatever. Like, I don't know. You can find some of them on eBay, whatever. But yeah, that's the Incredibles 2. Very nice to have this finally in the collection. Next up, we have another film here, K-19, The Widowmaker. And I kind of have a weird infatuation with the year 2002, which is when this film came out. Um, I want to get as many 2002 films that I care about, or that I remember somewhat, that look interesting. So this is K-19, The Widowmaker, a movie about the Cold War, whatever. It looks like an interesting film. About the nuclear submarine and stuff like that. Like Harrison Ford and Liam Neeson are in it. On one of the news things, the KTLA, there's one of them, and when this film was coming out, and it shows like a little featurette on the movie, on the entertainment segment on that. Like if you watch the KTLA 10 p.m. news for like July 15th and 14th, 2002, it shows a little featurette about K-19 on it. Like, and it's basically, it shows the premiere of it and stuff. Like, and it's kind of interesting, kind of like historical, because it's kind of just cool to see it, whatever. Like, so go check that out and maybe check the movie out. So K-19, The Widowmaker, definitely worth owning. Next up, we have another Pixar, Ratatouille. I remember owning this in like '07 or whatever, but I don't know what the DVD is now. I just got a copy of this because, like I said, I wanted to support Pixar movies, and I need Finding Nemo and Wall-E. I had Wall-E, but like I don't know, I might get a new copy. So yeah, Ratatouille is also very interesting, very unique idea. Here's a couple of booklets actually. Here, we'll take a look at those as soon as I show the scene selection stuff. And the bonus features, which includes Lifted, which was played in theaters, um, and also the short with Remy and Emile, the deleted scenes and like other stuff, other direct-to-video stuff, or bonus features, documentaries and stuff. Let's take a look at some of these booklets as well. This one is a movie rewards one, right here. Delicious Dreams Sweepstakes. Of course, I never went on this. Some vacation or whatever. I would be surprised if anyone like did anything with that. This kitchen chaos playset looks pretty cool here. Like it's shaped like a little pot or something, and it's like shows like the inside of something. It looks cool. That looks cool. And more about that vacation or whatever, and then the movie rewards and stuff. Like, yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, and then this next one is one of those movie booklet things. Look inside for flavorful fun. We'll take a look through this. We get like Pixar short films and cars here. You can see that, and then you can save $10 on by mail when you purchase Ratatouille on Blu-ray high definition. The current owners of this movie, whatever, and some rebate thing. Something about Food Network on here. Make your holiday baking fun or whatever. So whatever. Some baking tip. Air France and Evian, however you pronounce it, water. These are interesting, like little like adverts for like those products and stuff. And it was like saving energy stuff and like some products, some food, oil, and like organics and stuff. Like these are very interesting. Like no movies yet. We'll get there. Um, I, I think these are more like adverts and then 12 songs here. This soundtrack album. I don't know if anyone has that. Whatever. I don't really care. Wizards of Waverly Place advertisement for Disney Channel. Whatever. I remember it being on when I was like 12 or 13 or whatever. Return to Neverland Special Edition. Cinderella 2 Special Edition. Who cares? I do remember having the tape when I was, for some reason. And then High School Musical 2 on DVD. Too Good to Miss. On it December 11th, which was the date it was released in, or whatever. Aristocats on DVD. I have that. Air Snow Buddies or whatever. I don't really care about Snow Buddies as much. Whatever. And of course, at the back, 101 Dalmatians. I definitely own that as well. It's up there on the shelf. So, first time I went to this DVD. That's very good. So, yeah. Very nice bonus that came with this Ratatouille DVD, and also a very good pickup for the collection. So, Ratatouille. Next up, I have two X-Men films here, and this one here is X-Men First Class. Very good. And I also like slipcovers. I usually try to go for slipcover releases because they're very cool. All that stuff. It's the back of the slipcover. And here's the DVD. Not every DVD comes on a slipcover, but I usually try to go for them. So, yeah. And then here's the disc and stuff like that. So, that's the one X-Men film that I have. Here, X-Men First Class. And then the other one, X-Men Days of Future Past. Definitely got this for a steal here. It's the back. And then we have the disc itself. Very interesting stuff. So, I realized I should have got Men in Black, one of the Men in Black films. So, that's unfortunate, but whatever. So X-Men, Days of Future Past. And that's it for the DVDs. Now we have on to this. We move on to the CDs here. That I got here. I got my first Silverstein album. I think this is called Arrivals and Departures. I'm going in order of album title. Yeah, it's called Album Arrivals and Departures. Not as familiar with Silverstein, but whatever. And this is nothing really. This right here is not like any defect to the artwork or anything. It's just like some residue from the sticker, I think, because like it's kind of like stuck on it. Kind of that is kind of peeled a little bit of it off. It's sticker residue or something. I don't know what that's all about. And there was some to the front of the thing as well, like on here, which is kind of weird. But whatever. At least the CD and stuff is in decent condition, as I will show you. That I think I tried to buy this at like that yard sale, one of Silverstein's albums, at a yard sale around here, and I just realized there was no disc, and so I think this might have been the one. It could have been one of their other ones. I'm not super familiar with Silverstein. I know that they released an album in 2020 that was okay, but I am not familiar with them, and usually collect things to archive them, so it's good to have a Silverstein album. It also comes with some bonus tracks too, so that's pretty cool. So that's Silverstein with Arrivals and Departures. Next one up, we have Day of Fire, their first album. Their nice sticker, hype sticker, talking about featuring that song, and also plus an interview with the band on the enhanced CD. Pretty cool stuff. And the back here it says that there's like a testimony from the lead singer who was in Full Metal Jacket, Full Devil Jacket actually, and then he became Christian and then started this band. And then they had a couple albums, and then that's an interesting arc for the lead frontman of the band, Joshua Brown, lead singer. So that's cool. And there's a plot twist. No disc. There's no disc in this. But, luckily, here is another plot twist. I ordered a replacement disc on eBay because I saw that there was a disc only for the Day of Fire album here. And so I ordered that. I'm going to turn on this light. So, there is a disc coming for this. I just have to wait for it. So this is not one of those unfortunate things where, oh shoot, this happened with a couple albums before on these live streams, and it wasn't great. But you know what? At least I know that the disc for this is coming. So yeah. So Day of Fire's self-titled album. I might do an update when I get the disc, or if I do the when I do the physical media purchases for this month, I will probably update it with the disc. Who knows? Here, I realize that there is a lot of firsts in this little stack here because this is another first. We have My Morning Jacket. Their album Evil Urges. Yeah, very good here. That's the spine. That's what the spine looks like. And then the back. And then we have this. And I forgot to mention, there's 2 sealed albums in this stack of CDs here. So, actually, one is coming up pretty soon here. This disc for this album that I have here. I never purchased the My Morning Jacket album before. Here's the booklet. I actually have not pulled this out, and but I did because interesting stuff here. So that's My Morning Jacket, Evil Urges. This one here is a band Thursday. Now I have one Thursday album, A City by the Light Divided. Another one here. This one, Full Collapse. This is a deluxe special edition that has a. I think it's an enhanced. Let me look in here. It's just an enhanced one. I don't really know, like, it's just enhanced, I think. This thing. So, you show everything. Back of it. And then we get the disc. Looking pretty nice. I might just in case I didn't show everything on the slipcover, I'll show it again. It's enhanced. It has some videos and stuff on it. If you have a computer that's capable to play CDs, you could put that on your computer or whatever, like watch the videos and stuff. If you're a fan of Thursday, the band Thursday. So that's that, and coming up we have a sealed album here. Real quickly. I'm just taking a picture of it in case I decide to show it off on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. But I better face it. I'm keeping you guys at bay. So hold on, I'll show you what it is. This is the Green Day Greatest Hits. International Super Hits. I don't have every Green Day album as of now. I'll show. And with the red little line or strip here, it'll be very easy to open this. So I'm just gonna open this up. Very simple. Very simple. I basically did into this up. Now I need to put trash in it. Hold on a second. Yeah. This little strip here that says Green Day International Super Hits. The security sticker on the top. I have to take that off. Without trying to because I usually like to stick these security stickers on random things. Like I have several notebooks. If you don't know, I draw. And I'll put them in on the back of the notebook or something. So I usually like to collect these. This one. This is what it is. So it's now unsealed. I can just set that aside. And I usually like to keep the hype sticker. So without reflection from the plastic, cellophane, whatever, I'll show this again. Green Day. Probably one of my favorite punk bands. So, punk rock, pop punk, whatever. Yeah, this is what the inside of it looks like. So, definitely glad that I found a sealed copy for $3. Yeah, this is a $3 album. And glad to add more Green Day to the collection because I think it's necessary somewhat. So, Green Day's International Super Hits. Next up, we have another first here. This is Protest the Hero with their album Kazia, I think how you pronounce it. And this is an interesting pickup. Protest the Hero, of course, if you don't know, they released an album last year, or in 2020 or whatever. It's actually pretty okay. Not huge on the band, but they're good. And I'm glad that I own this in my collection now. Protest the Hero. Kezia. Next up, we have a Beck album here. Odelay. So, yeah. I'm not going to get every Beck album, but, like, this is good. Like, this, this is probably one of his more accessible albums, one of his more successful albums. That's what it looks like on the inside. Beck Odelay. Next up, we have The Darkness with their album Permission to Land. Explicit variant, of course. I think I'll probably just speed through the rest of the albums because we're going very long here. Of course, the song I Believe in a Thing Called Love. I did look and there is a clean variant, but I think I'm going to quit collecting clean variants because I just don't really know. So that's The Darkness with Permission to Land. Glad I have that now. Now this one is the one that I found over there actually that I did. I just went, what the heck is that? Man, like, this is from my brother's collection. He must have left it in here or something. So I'm going to show you that real quick. Radford, September, or Sleepwalker actually. It's Sleepwalker. Radford with Sleepwalker. I don't know why I said September. Sorry. So getting two comments here from two people. So this is what it looks like. Bradford is a band that was like well known back in the day. Actually, not that well known. They were just on. They were on Universal in 2003, and they didn't have that much success. So that's Bradford with September. Next up is an interesting one. Third Day's lead singer Mac Powell has two solo albums, and I have one of them here. This one's Southpaw. And I've never actually picked up country music or anything. This is more country based than anything he's ever done. So that's interesting. His voice probably works for country music. Yeah. And Southpaw, of course, refers to the fact that he is a left-handed guitar player. If you didn't know, that is a left-handed guitar that he has in the picture. So, and that's that. It's interesting. We need more left-handed guitarists out there in the world. So, yeah. And I'm left-handed. But I'm not left-handed at guitar. I'm left-handed at writing. So, that's Mac Powell's Southpaw album. Next up, we have a Guns N' Roses album here, The Spaghetti Incident. This is actually my first Guns N' Roses CD. They're one of their first albums. The other one I have is the Greatest Hits. This one is my first album from them. So, The Spaghetti Incident right here. Good for archiving their releases and stuff. I was gonna get Use Your Illusion, but every time I try to look for Use Your Illusion, the the two volumes for that, it's always like one volume. It's always like Use Your Illusion 1, not both of them. So I just ended up with the Spaghetti Incident for that reason. So that's disc and stuff like that. And this hype sticker says it's full of like explicit stuff or whatever. So don't say we did 1 year. And honestly, it doesn't bother me. Whatever. That's the Spaghetti Incident by Guns N' Roses. Next up is the other sealed album that we have. This is from a band called Split Shift, titled Split Shift. And I think this is a new metal band, because I looked it up. And probably won't be able to see that well because of the reflection. So we'll probably have to open this up. This is a sealed copy. I got some nifty scissors here, and a comment about me being left-handed. But I'm using these scissors right-handed. But more on that later. I'm just accustomed to using my right hand for things, even though I do left-handed stuff with my artwork. I'll keep the wrapper for this because it's just wrapper basically. So I think this is their an independent album or something because it looks like it's independent. They did release an album on a label or something, but they never. And again, they never went very far because new metal was kind of just fading out at this time. So here it is. Let me orient the album correctly. I like the disc artwork to be like a line perfect, where there's like copyright information or something, or if it's supposed to look, and it's with it, whatever. So that's split shift, whatever. This next one here is an Atreyu album. This is my second Atreyu album. This is Suicide Notes and Butterfly Kisses. And the funny thing about this is that this is a limited edition. So I'll just show you everything real quick. This is the spine here. Here's the back cover, and this is number 2021. Here, and I actually do not have I have the DVD and the CD, but you'll see why the DVD is somewhere else. Just a minute, first. I'm just gonna take the sticker mess off of it. Now, the CD and all this stuff is in here. It's advertising Bayside. This is a sticker. I mean, this is a little paper promoting Bayside and Atreyu's other album, The Curse. The album that came out after this, and The Curse. Yeah. Hawthorne Heights and Silverstein. And yeah, this album I did try to buy at that yard sale when Broken is easily fixed. And it turns out that like there was no disc in that one. So that's some information. Hawthorne Heights I don't really care. Bayside I don't really care about this much, but whatever. Yeah, that's just a paper promoting those two bands. Or the bands on that. But the reason why the CD is in here, not the DVD, because I had to put the DVD in a spare case, it's broken. This case, this DVD, that's what happens with these two disc sets, is that they always end up being broken. These are flimsy. But don't worry, I will show the DVD. I have it somewhere around here. Right here. I just put it in this. This is what the DVD looks like. So I have 30. There were 30,000 copies of the CD and DVD, and mine was number 2021. So I've actually never owned anything that's like numbered like this. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's Atreyu's Suicide Notes and Butterfly Kisses. I think this was actually released later. I know this album was released in '02, but I think this might have been released in like 2004 because the DVD had a copyright that said 2004. So Suicide Notes and Butterfly Kisses. Now we have two more left. And I broke. Sorry, nothing broke. Just I am sometimes very clumsy. I knock things on. Next up is a Bruce Dickinson solo album here. Got here, Tattooed Millionaire. That's one of his solo albums. I did see this. It was like $7, but they put it in the $1 section, so that's cool. Tattooed Millionaire. I know I'm trying to build an Iron Maiden collection. I didn't find any Iron Maiden. I also, since we're on the topic of not finding things, I did not find any Meatloaf albums there. And I know Meatloaf passed away just recently, and it's sad, and rest in peace to Meatloaf, but I did not find any of his albums there. I might have to order some or look at Spindle, but anyway. Here's the disc artwork and stuff to Bruce Dickinson's album. I think he has other solo albums too, so might if I ever stumble across them, I'll probably get them. So that's Tattooed Millionaire by Bruce Dickinson. And next up, I'm kind of excited to have this. This is Whitechapel and the album This Is Exile. This is when their more deathcore phase. And I wasn't thinking about getting this, but it was $1. And I do want to collect more Whitechapel. So here's This Is Exile. Here's the spine, and this is the back of it. Very interesting. And this is the inside the stuff. This is the disc artwork and all that good stuff. So yeah. Whitechapel, this is Exile. This is one of my favorite Whitechapel albums. Not in this phase of their career. They were more deathcore and stuff like that. My favorite from their deathcore phase is A New Era of Corruption. But still good to own, especially for the price. It was $1. And that pretty much does it for this CD pickup here, stream here, and DVD pickup stream. That's all the CDs that I have here, and also, in addition to that, that's it for the DVDs I have. I know this is like in reverse or whatever. So, with that being said, leave everything that that you think about everything that I showed today in the comment section down below. What do you think about all of the things that I picked up and whatever? Like, I know there's 2 comments in my chat right now that are basically just random. Like, I did set this at live chat replay, so when this gets backlogged, you'll probably see these comments. I don't know what they're talking about on here. It's probably some foreign language. Ingrid McCall has another comment on here. I don't know about that. I don't know what that's trying to signify. Sometimes I get really weird comments or whatever. But anyway, what do you think of if you're watching this backlog on YouTube, what do you think of everything that I showed in today's stream? Let me know in the comments section down below. This is Scamp the Wolf, signing out. Take care.